Howdy everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Faab Five campaign here on the Random Rhapsody Network. As always, we are live streaming our sessions on twitch.tv first, and then we'll be uploading the episodes to YouTube and podcast 1 week later. If you enjoy what you see here, feel free to follow us here on Twitch, subscribe to us on YouTube, and you can follow us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV or on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody. Now, when we last left off, the Faab Five descended down into the dungeons deep underneath the ruined keep hidden on an island in the middle of a large lake east of Leverin. After defending a group of hideously mutated humanoids, the Five discovered a chamber with a pool of acid in its center and a massive stone door with a complex internal lock. In true Golden Boi fashion, Apollyon attempted to repeatedly charge the stone slab with his powerful horns and tough skull. But while he did manage to scrape the stone with his electrically charged horns, the stone door was far too solid for him to break. Undetoured, our heroes explored the southern hallway, finding first another solid stone door like the previous, and then a room, this time appearing to be a ruined bedroom. Here, the Faab Five were attacked by a monstrous aberration of flesh, mouths, and eyes that confounded their senses and addled their minds as they attacked. Once the gibbering mouther was slain, the Five searched the room and found a couple of interesting items, including a triangular rod the group realized would fit into the keyhole of the stone door. Deciding to enter the door they hadn't tried bashing on, the group discovered a room partially filled with water. As they examined the stone statue out in the middle of the water, the room filled with a misty fog, which inspired Apollyon to send out a laser light show to rival any rave. In the middle of all this, a voice spoke to each of our heroes, coaxing them down into the water to come before whatever it was. Once the colorful strobing effect of Apollyon's show, or with the colorful strobing effect of Apollyon's show, the trident-carrying statue almost seemed to move and shift as the voice in their heads promised the party their deepest desires. As the fog began to clear away, it was replaced by a monstrously deformed creature with 3 heads and bat-like wings rising up from the water. This beast was able to destroy 3 of Veil's zombies with his acid breath, but the group had no trouble bringing the creature down. After harvesting the abomination's heads, Apollyon leaped onto the statue's base and removed the silvery trident from the cloaked figure. Veil sat down to identify the ring he had found in the acid pool, while most of the group left to explore the final room of that level. Veil, I didn't get a chance to answer you last session, but I heard it on the re-listen. That you said you wanted to identify the trident as well. The trident is a trident of fish command, which I have already added to Apollyon's character sheet.
So he would have known that?
He would have known that, because you guys did spend a bit of time exploring that area, so he would have had 20 minutes to cast the 2 spells. Upon finding, while the group was exploring the upper area, they found a half a dozen odd leather caps and crystal amulets. And once the Faab Five returned and rejoined one another, they decided to enter the water and swim downward into the underwater passageway, aided by Eloise ritually casting water breathing on the group. And so, Faab Five, you had swum down a long, narrow corridor that descended at a soft angle for about 150 feet, until the pathway opened up to a large underwater chamber. The ground below you is thick with silt, and there are clusters of underwater plants growing in various places, long with the lack of sunlight. as you all continue to swim downward towards a I can't say that word. A cylinder-shaped cavern at the edge of a rock. And as you all swam down towards the cavern, you could see 8 tall pillars of dark stone, almost symmetrically grown together in rows of 2. At the far end of the cavern, you found the remains of a grand staircase leading up to a pair of stone doors inset into the wall of stone. Apollyon and Blood were forced to push the doors open together, fighting against the water pressure behind it. And as they managed to shove the doors open, you all find a long room with 3 doorways leading out. The ceilings are made of cracked-looking stone that rise about 30 feet up from the floor, and the floor itself is made of cracked tile stone as well, while the walls are more of a cobbled granite. The doors themselves are made of the unknown material that you have been seeing previously, similar to wooden composition, but more with the appearance of stone. And as your eyes gaze through the water-filled room, you see at the very top, circling and swimming around, a giant shark. The room itself is you're standing on the edge, and you can see it's about 15 feet wide and looks about 60 feet long in total. Now, as you see this shark, its head comes and faces towards you, and you see its tail flicker as it races in your direction. And so I'm going to need everybody, first and foremost, to roll for initiative.
You want to put us on that map? You got us back at the cart
I
now.
was getting ready to.
Hey Matt, before I roll for initiative, can I do a survival check to see if this shark looks juridically enhanced?
Oh,
I suppose so.
I didn't do it.
That's a 23 for survival.
So as you're looking up at the shark as it begins swimming towards all of you, the one thing that does stick out is the simple fact it looks just purely like a shark. You do not see vines or anything like that coming out and around it, or anything that gives off any vibe that it's anything other than a shark.
All right, thank you.
Veil rolled a 6 for initiative.
suppose we can't roll for your bird. Unless you want to. I guess you can't change what takes it.
Yeah. Well, and yet it's the bird's still up on top.
Yeah. I just. Maybe he could swim. You never know. He's a fake creature.
You also need to roll for your zombie.
Fey creatures may not need to eat, but I'm pretty sure they may need to breathe. Maybe?
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
It's just this weird, funny feeling I have.
So the zombie acts on my turn.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking familiar. Not sure what's going on there, Apollyon.
I had my character click before we switched.
I'm not sure either.
Can you put me in at 18?
Can do.
Shock. Guys, I know this is gonna surprise everyone. I'm going last. No, shocking.
Even after the shark, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so.
My -1 dex paladin always, if I get lucky, he goes sooner. Actually, I have advantage on my initiative, and a lot of times I still go fucking last.
I don't know why, but for some reason, Liam, you're not coming in on camera. It's weird.
I just
Anyway.
turned mine off because it won't let me do any. Like, I really want to be on camera, and it literally won't let me use Roll20 while that's active.
Well, I can see Kyle in OBS, but when I put it into the actual running OBS, not Ninja, it's not popping up, and I'm not sure why. But I'll fiddle
Kyle
with
the
it.
ghost.
Yeah. Apollyon, you're up first, and you see this shark coming swimming towards your group. What are you doing?
Okay. I push off and I swim ahead. I can get to there. And I'm going to raise this trident up that I got and cast Dominate Beast.
Interesting.
To try to befriend or dominate the shark, I should say.
Yeah. Hold on a second. There's the trident and the fish command, but yeah.
Awesome.
So looks like it's going to be a DC 15 save for the shark. This should be interesting.
Ooh,
That's a 5.
I gotta ride it.
Oh, yeah.
So you cast Dominate Beast on this creature, and you see this film begin to hit its eyes, and it loses focus, and then it's just looking directly at you, Apollyon.
And I'll telepathically communicate to it, "Ride with me, brother!" And I will have him swim over, and I'm going to jump on him Aquaman style.
Good God.
Absolutely.
And then would I be able to use the shark's movement as the rest of my movement this turn?
Well, it's you gave it an order, but you're going to have to wait for its turn to actually follow that order.
Okay. But can I get to it? Like get to where we're in the same place?
Well,
I guess I could have done that regardless because I could have dashed. Oh no! The dominate is an action.
Yeah, the dominate's an action. You could not dash, and you're at restricted movement because you're underwater, so you can only move half your speed.
I did that. I moved 20.
Okay, I'm just looking up real quick because I want to see exactly what the spell does.
It says it's charmed.
Let's see. While the beast is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it as long as those two are on the same plane of existence. You can use the telepathic link to issue commands to the creature. While you're conscious, it can be a simple and generic course of action. And if the creature complies the order and doesn't receive any further direction, it defends itself. So, yeah, I'm going to say you are able to order it. And that's your turn.
Okay, cool. But it doesn't actually move until its turn.
It's not going to actually move till its turn.
Okay, so my command is become my mount, basically. However, I could word that more eloquently, I guess. But...
Well, it's very you have to give it very simple commands, but you could command it, come over to me and wait, and it would probably do so. I assume, Liam, you're not going to try to, like, you basically, from your point of view, you saw Apollyon swim forward, hold his trident up towards the thing, and the thing looked down at him. So, being your turn, Liam, what would you do?
Well, I guess I'll move a little bit forward, but I can't get all that far, so... Yeah, I figure I'll swim forward a little bit and tell the rest of my group, hey, I think we're good here. Yeah, that's my action. It looks like Apollyon's got a complete command over it from my perspective.
Yeah, I mean, Tomas would have just dashed on his turn, so he wouldn't have done anything. Blood, you would have seen this.
Yeah. Now, would I hear him say something like, come to me?
No, because he did so telepathically.
Telepathically, right. Well, I mean, knowing Apollyon, telepathically, he could still say it, but he'd also shout that shit out loud. But I'll just kind of move into this doorway and just have the crossbow up and ready. Because I'm not trusting what's going on. But see, I'm ready to shoot this thing if something goes south.
Okay. That's it for your turn. Veil, what are you doing on your turn?
Yeah, Vale would dash. Did you say that there's an iron door, or where, or we don't know what's on the end of this, or we went on the other side of it?
What's that? Which direction are you talking about?
So, I'm getting confused. Did we go through an iron door to get into here, or did we see an iron door?
No, these were double doors that Blood and Liam had pushed open to see this. Once they did, that's when the shark attacked, and you all moved into initiative. So from where you were swimming, you saw Liam and Blood and Apollyon open the door. Then you saw Apollyon swim forward and probably disappear past your vision, and you saw Liam hovering there at the door.
Okay. And
I shouted to the group that it looks like Apollyon's got it taken care of.
So yeah, and you would probably hear that in a bit of a garbled underwater sound, but you can make out what he's saying.
Yep, and you said, what's the movement? Movement's halved?
That's correct.
Okay, I'm going to take the dash action and just get through those doors.
Okay. And when you get up to the doors, there you see that awe-inspiring scene of Apollyon standing there with a trident up in his hand, looking towards the shark. The shark is looking towards him, and its turn.
I imagine my beard and my hair and also the cape of billowing are all billowing in the water.
God.
I don't doubt that whatsoever.
Shark spider. Alright, I'm done.
Okay. Well, on the sharks.
Real quick. Before I would end, would I have recognized what type of spell or magic was used to do this?
You didn't even see it happen. You didn't see Apollyon cast the spell.
Okay.
All you saw, as I said,
You would know because he identified the item.
I mean, you know that he has the weapon and it does that, so it's a reasonable assumption. I'm just saying you didn't actually see the action. That's all I was saying.
As my, free action of talking, I'm just going to say, hey, Golden Boy, you only got a minute on that thing, so use your time wisely.
Okay.
And that's it.
And it is the shark's turn. And the shark, following your command, swims over to you and gets into position. Readying itself, kind of hovering in that swimmy hover down by the bottom of the floor, ready for you to get on it.
Awesome.
And that is its action. Okay. Eloise's turn.
Hey, it's me. I'm gonna swim this way. 1, 2. And go, holy shit, a shark, because I can now finally see it. But do I have that right? Apollyon is riding it?
It is swimming down there at the bottom of the floor, of bottom of the chamber, waiting, and it looks like Apollyon's about to climb on it.
Okay.
You know it.
I'm gonna just give both Apollyon and the shark
Why
a thumbs
not?
up.
Absolutely.
Apollyon gives a big emphatic thumbs up back.
I think that's all I'm gonna do. Yeah. 'Cause I have that.
Hey Matt, did we skip the question of the day?
Not yet. I just haven't gotten to it because you guys were getting into initiative. I was about to let Apollyon climb on it, and for the sake of brevity, if you like, you all are in this moment out of initiative because the shark swum down and Apollyon climbs on its back and holds on to its fin. And the shark begins to rise up, carrying Apollyon on its back.
Yeah, I'll try to go for wherever the surface of the water is. However, get out of here.
Well, so, as I said, you are in a chamber that's about 15 feet wide by 35, I think, some odd feet long. At the far end down here, you see a pair of double doors. There is an alcove over here that if you swim over to it, you would see that there are two double doors. And then there is a singular door right here in a 5-foot narrow passageway next to you, Blood. The chamber itself is completely filled with water. From floor to ceiling, you are completely submerged in the lake. And Liam, you have that you're a wanderer as part of your background, and Vale, you have the keen mind feat. So you would both know that you guys have gone pretty far down into the lake.
I'm not keen mind, sorry.
You don't have keen mind?
No, I don't.
Oh, my bad. I must be thinking of my wizard character, Poe. I'm sorry. But Liam, at least.
I missed that first part of that.
Liam, at least, would know that you guys have gone pretty far down into the lake. You guys have been traveling mostly east, and you started at the edge of the island. You are deep, deep under the lake right now.
And the water is starting to taste salty.
What was that, Eloise?
Last session you had said that the water was starting to taste, like, we were noticing that it was getting salty?
It was. As you swum down the corridor and got into this area, you did notice, because you are breathing underwater, that the water is beginning to get a little bit of a salinity. It's technically it's called brackish water. It's the water that you often see like in the Gulf of Mexico, where the Mississippi meets the ocean. That area right in front of those two meetings is typically brackish water. So it's slightly salty, but not nearly as salty as the ocean. Just a little more than your natural, say, freshwater river. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you were to give us an actual, how deep are we from the lake? Would you say like 50 feet, 80 feet, or deeper?
Oh, inside the lake? Oh, you're way deeper than that. You'd probably guess closer 200 to 300 feet below.
Okay, so my telepathic communication with Jareth is not available right now, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Okay, so you said is there a room this way?
There are 3 doors. A door here, and a door here.
First.
What's that?
I was just saying I wanted to go due east first.
Okay. I will also say that as you are riding the shark, you can fit it this way just fine. It has plenty of movement in this chamber here. Over here is about 10 feet wide. It would fit. Over here, where Blood is, not so much.
Okay.
I'm just giving you an accurate measurement of distances here. So, as you guys are all kind of pausing for the moment, thinking to yourself what you want to do next, a question comes to each of your minds. Because I was planning on doing the question of the week after the battle. The question of the week is, who in the party does your character trust the least? And Apollyon's the one who actually rolled this number. So I'm going to have him answer first.
Yeah. Well, Blood's been with me a long time. He's my pal, and everybody else seems okay, but I don't know about this Liam character. Or Bruce, or Chuck. I'm not really sure what's going on with that guy.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Eloise, how about you? We can't hear you, Eloise.
I mean,
You're muted. Can you hear us?
what about now? I
There
can
you
hear
go.
you. Okay.
We can hear you.
Move your mic a little bit closer to you, to your mouth. There you go.
What was I saying? Oh no.
Who do you trust least?
I don't know. I feel like everyone's pretty good at keeping secrets in this group. But I think maybe I know Tomas the least right now, so maybe he hasn't earned my trust yet.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting. I like it. Liam, how about you?
I'd have to say this Veil character comes from a different area, doesn't trust humans for shit. I don't really trust him all that much at all. Not with my life or anything.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was guessing you'd say after the portable hole incident. That's okay. Speaking of Vale, who do you trust the least?
So I don't know about this Veil character. I mean, that guy seems like he backstabbed himself to get what he wants, even himself. Wait.
All right.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Blood, you're last.
Well, Miss Eloise, I got her. She seems pretty sweet, and I got her figured out. Her secrets aren't going to hurt us. Apollion's my ride or die, so I can't put him in here. But ironically, the person I trust the most is also the person I trust the least, and that would be Liam. Because I will go into any battle with him any day, but he's also got just, I don't know, too many of those secrets that. My secrets are bad enough, but I think his will get me killed.
That's definitely true. Okay. Well, you all are now, as I said, in the middle of this empty, otherwise, chamber, now that you have tamed, at least momentarily, this giant shark. So, Apollyon is riding it. He's probably done a nice little circle around the room in his 6 seconds of time. So, what are you guys wanting to do?
As
Right?
Yeah,
a
what is
druid.
so this only lasts for 1 minute, so what is the shark's swimming speed?
Okay. I heard shark swimming speed is well, you wouldn't really know that inherently just because you control it, but it is pretty fast. It is a shark, so I don't mind saying it's 50 feet.
Okay, just
What
so
were-
I can kind of plan out like how far I can get.
Eloise, what were you saying?
As a druid, I'm familiar with the fact that dominate beast would only.
Get out a bit.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out,
Pretty sure
Eloise.
the spell I have access to.
Yeah, you would know it lasts a minute.
Yeah, you would probably know.
That's so weird. It's never given trouble before.
Well, I heard Vale say earlier that you only have a minute on that. So knowing that he's only got a minute, it's like if our kill shot's like, are we trying to go forward? He's just gonna scream that out.
If we know that if I know that there's only a minute on that effect or spell or whatever, I'm gonna use one of my staff's charges to cast Animal Friendship on the shark.
Well, just in case while she's doing that, I'll just action dash, bonus action dash. I'm getting all the way. I'm gonna get close to that fucking door, and I'm gonna unlock the door that's in the front. If he only has a minute, so we want to use that shark as soon as possible.
Okay. So, Eloise, go ahead and pop up your Animal Friendship spell. I just need to know the DC of that. What I'm rolling.
The DC, oh, it's a 15.
Is it Wisdom check? Or Wisdom save?
Wisdom, yeah.
Could he tell the shark to fail?
No, I'm gonna say that's not. It's not intelligent enough to understand. Try to resist a spell. Okay, let's see.
I wouldn't do that anyway.
Dang it.
So you can't.
I would suggest. Can I just make a suggestion? You can say no, but I think it should have disadvantage on this save because it's charmed by me.
I'm gonna say probably not, though. I mean, well,
Okay, that's fine.
hold on.
Suggestion.
I'm thinking.
I did give him that thumbs up. Just, help shore up the fact that I'm friendly.
Well, so here's the question that comes up to my mind, and I'm going to kind of explain my thought process here a little bit. The question that comes to my mind is, if a mind is already charmed, what happens when another spell that does a similar effect hit it while it's already under? Would that weaken the mind, per se, or would it already strengthen the mind? Because the mind is already possessed, so it's basically one spell hitting the wall of another spell. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because there's already a mind. The mind has already been charmed. It's already been possessed by this spell. So casting another spell of the similar like, it either has to force the original charm off, or it has to overlap. And overlapping to me seems more difficult, and pushing a spell away also seems more difficult. So I'd say no, she wouldn't have advantage on it. I could see an argument to disadvantage, but I'm going to just leave it as the straight roll.
Okay. I mean, it failed, so it's still under my control. It's fine.
Yes, it does fail. Honestly, I think the reason it fails more than anything else is because this is already a mind being possessed by another spell, another animal charming spell. That's, to me, why it has such a hard time connecting.
Polly, as fun as it is to ride, you might just want to tell it to take off.
I'm actually gonna instruct it to show me around, give me a tour of its lair in this area.
Okay, so
is it fortunate enough to do that?
Well,
Quickly.
well, you tell it to do that, and on its next turn, it begins, because it can swim 50 feet, and so it gives you a wide circle of this area, starting from where it is, down, up, around, swimming at the ceiling.
is this door locked too?
This door is locked. And then kind of brings you back around like
So
that.
it's like the other door, same thing.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Oh, this poor thing was just trapped in this little area?
Alright, I'll do a quick check for traps, and then I'll unlock the door. That's 24 for investigation for seeing if they're traps.
No traps, but it is locked.
Yeah. And that is a 17 on sleight of hand.
Very easily, you click the lock, and it is unlocked.
Yeah, well then I am gonna swim down and put my belly on the fucking floor. I was to tell Pod tell your new buddy to open the door. So he swims over me, and I want him to just like crash into that fucking door.
Okay, yeah, we're doing it. We're charging this door.
Okay, absolutely. I'm going to have the shark make a fucking athletics check.
Woohoo!
And yeah, with a 19, carrying you on its back, Apollyon, the shark just goes swimming, racing towards that door, smashing it open and pulling you through. And as it does, both doors go flying wide open. And what you see is a room about, let's see, 25 by 30 feet, similarly filled with water, similarly with another giant shark swimming
God damn it!
at the top. This shark looks directly at you in surprise and comes swimming towards you, Apollyon, on your shark. And go ahead and roll for initiative again.
Can I use my
Alright,
free
so
action? Eloise! Here, I got one for you.
Is that shark surprised?
Just for clarification, awesome.
She got a goose egg, everybody.
Big fat 0 on my initiative.
So were you just saying that the shark was surprised, or does he actually have the surprise condition?
No, I was just saying he does not have the surprise condition now.
He's just like,
What the fuck? Dude, are you going to tell us how many more turns Apollyon has the shark for, or is that going to be a surprise?
I mean, I know how long he has.
well, he's done two. This I guess maybe 3 turns since the turn to swim over to him.
Hey,
The turn to do a field
that's up
trip.
to Matt's interpretation, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, the thing that he's actually said.
I'll be nice. He's on round 4.
Yeah, it's the same. The things because he said turn. That's 6 seconds.
I have been keeping track a little bit.
Would it be possible for me to charm 2 things at one time?
No.
No, it's concentration. I
Yeah,
think.
it is a concentration.
Okay.
But yeah. Is everybody in initiative again?
Yep.
This is
Can you
funny.
get that badass fucking battle music going? That shit was great.
Yeah, it's playing. Can't you hear it?
Apparently not. Maybe
Yeah, it was playing a second ago.
that's unless I did something to turn my shit up.
No, Matt just restarted it. Yeah, it's
Existential Dread is one of the fucking song names. Oh my god. I don't like that.
I get that on a
I
daily
love
basis.
it. I love it, but I don't love it. Alright, well. Alright, fuck
Alright,
Aquaman,
so-
dude.
Here's what I'm gonna do. For my action, I'm gonna command my shark to get him to attack this other shark, and then I'm gonna push off of him and use a little bit of my movement to just slightly swim away, basically like go get him, like you would command a dog or whatever.
Okay, I like it.
And then bonus action. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I want to do my bonus action first. Bonus action, go into a rage. As one of my features is Feral Pouncer, and when I go into a rage, I can move 10 feet for free. Oh no, I'm sorry, half my speed.
Yeah, so 5 feet.
Oh.
Oh, after
almost
half your speed.
so.
Yeah, you're half your speed. So
Okay.
what's your full movement right now?
My movement speed is 40.
Okay, so
So
yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
would be
make that
10.
10 for
Yep.
free, and then another 20 to get within range of this guy, of the other shark.
I like it. So Apollyon rages, pushes off the shark, twists around in this giant acrobatic lunge, kicks off of the back of a bookshelf along the one side of the wall, and goes flying through the air like a torpedo towards the shark. I like it. What are you doing?
Nope.
You gonna swim?
Well, was it my action to command the shark or not?
If that's what the spell
I'm trying to
says.
read the thing. Okay, so I use my bonus action, my movement, and my action.
Let's see.
Oh no, it says no action required. You can use this telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you are conscious. No action required.
Yeah, then there you go.
Does its best to obey. Okay, so yeah, I will definitely attack. I'll attack with the trident. And I'll attack recklessly.
Well, you better. Good thing that shark is not going for a while. I'd hate to see what it can do to one of us.
That's a critical. 28.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. 12 plus 4, 16 damage. Plus my rage. So 20 damage.
20 damage total on the shark. I like it.
Second attack. A 16.
You have advantage on that.
Yeah, you do have advantage on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
we missed the whole
I keep
turn.
forgetting.
Watching it do it.
A 12 and a 16. Either one of those.
A 16 hits.
Okay.
12 doesn't.
Wait, why is it giving me that 1d8?
I have.
You programmed the weapon in, so
I just drug it. That's literally all I did. Let me look at it.
Maybe it's got fish
Yes,
damage.
it has
Oh,
different damage.
because it has two different fucking damages on it.
Or
It's if you're using it one-handed or two-handed. That's what it is.
first attack
okay.
is 16.
So what are you normally doing? One-handed or two-handed attacks?
I would think in this situation probably one-handed.
Okay, then I'm taking off the two-handed, and just remember that
And
you
I can
just
switch it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. And then
Normally it'll
it does
stay one
it does have a
hand.
+1 factored in there, though, right? Because there's a
No,
+1
it
magical
is
weapon.
not a +1 magical weapon. It's just a magical weapon.
Okay, I thought it was. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, so I just take the first number, so 11 damage +4 on that one, so 15 damage.
Yep, I like it.
So I did what, 16 and 15, 31 total.
Let's see here. Okay.
Chum in the water.
Apollyon swims out and stabs twice with his trident, doing a decent amount of damage. Let's see. Next up, we have Blood from a Stone. Blood, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get up here next to this fish and just go ahead and just take a good old shot at this one. Would I get advantage? I mean, will I have any kind of like visual coverage from this big old fucking shark? Will this thing see me, or will I get advantage on the shot as well?
You'll get advantage because I'm next to it.
Yeah.
Apollyon, yeah.
Well, then I'll just take. Yeah, we're gonna go for the gusto. We're gonna try sharpshooter, and we're just. I'm out of my special strings, so we're just going sharpshooter, and we're gonna take a shot at it. Ooh, 22's got a hit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
With all that good old delicious sneak attack. And since it hasn't gone in the round, are you gonna let me get the assassinate, or is it not? I guess it's not surprised by me.
Yeah, it's not surprised by you.
But still, it's 37.
37 points of damage. Ouch.
You know what? I will. Yeah, I'll just hang out right. You know what? I'll use like the bonus action to move a little bit, and I will just kind of get a little bit out of there so people can swim in past me and the shark.
Okay.
That's it.
Liam, what you doing?
Alright. Oops. Okay, so 25 feet of movement, plus 10 feet of movement to get me into melee, which is a dash. So I'm going to use my charger ability to take an attack on, at disadvantage, 18.
18 does hit.
All right. That adds +5 for Charger. So that's 14 points of damage. And then I've still got 15 more feet of movement, so I'm going to back up right there.
Okay. And it really wants to take that attack of opportunity on you, but it can't because you just hit it. So that's it for Liam. Tomas's turn. Let's see. 10, 15 moves him right there. Ugh. Ain't a whole lot he can really do in this situation. So yeah, he's going to go ahead, points his fingers at the shark, and he is going to cast Ray of Frost. Oof. The shot goes wide, almost hits the shark in front of him, and completely misses the shark he was aiming at with a fucking nat 1. That's it for its turn. The giant shark that Apollyon was riding is going next, and his orders was to attack. So that's exactly what he's going to do.
Shark on shark violence, baby.
Yeah, shark on shark action. Get some Fido. What's a good shark pet name?
Jaws.
Jaws. Yep, get him, Jaws.
Trademark approved. Let's go. Trademark approved.
How about Fluffy?
Patent pending.
So he rolled with advantage and got 2 ones.
Wow. DM just burnt 3 nat 1s in a row.
Wow.
Shark just didn't have it in him.
Yeah,
It's
really didn't.
killer.
Really didn't. That's it for the giant shark. Veil, what you doing?
All right, so Vale's gonna move up to like right. Does he have line? Can he see him from where he is actually?
Doesn't look like it, to be honest. Can you see the sharks
Yeah, I can
on
see
your
him
map?
from- I can see. Yeah, I can see up to here.
Yeah, you would. I'd say you probably can see at least half of that shark there. It might. Yeah, it does have partial cover based on where you are, Vale.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna raise my finger and narrow my eyes to cast Toll the Dead.
Absolutely. That's a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Yep, DC 16.
That should not have
So
been
that's gonna be
yeah, that shouldn't have been an advantage, but
Oof.
failed
17
regardless.
points of necrotic.
This shark's looking pretty damn hurt at this point.
Uh-oh. It's the shark's turn.
Indeed it does.
Oh, shit.
And the shark, having been completely overwhelmed by Apollyon, since Apollion's the one that smashed it, it's attacking you. The other shark missed. And that's a 28 to hit.
Oof.
I don't know.
I got a
Okay.
bad feeling the thing's got a good ability.
21 points of damage.
Nope. Just strong.
So reduce that by half because you are raged, and I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain the spell.
How about a 25?
Oh yeah, you definitely hold on to that spell. No problem whatsoever. It bites into you, taking decent amount of damage for what it did, but you're Apollyon and you're tough. And that's it for its turn.
It is only a flesh wound.
And it's in a frenzy now. It is hurt. It is cornered. It looks desperate. Eloise, what you doing? Can't hear you.
Can I expend an extra charge to cast it at a higher level, or am I just stuck at its base level?
You're talking about through the staff?
Yeah.
I think it's just at base level. I don't think you can expend extra charges. As far as I know, anyway.
Okie dokie. Then...
You're welcome to do some research on it yourself, but as far as I know, no, you cannot.
No, that's alright. Then I shall keep... I'm just gonna... I'm gonna hit the antagonistic shark, or the one that was originally in this room, with some frostbite.
Okay.
So that's a Constitution saving throw for that shark.
No problem.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta think.
Ah.
Yeah, that's a nat
Nat
20.
I think it's probably, plus it's got a +5.
It's pretty beefy. You send out your frost, and it just swims out of the way, shaking off any lingering effects that you had from it. You do anything else?
Just gonna move towards the corner, so I can easily duck behind the corner, should I need to. Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's it for Eloise's turn. Apollyon, you're up next.
Let's go for a couple more trident attacks. Attack recklessly.
Absolutely.
17.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
You cause trouble, mister.
11 points of damage. Attack again.
He's looking real hurt right now.
7.
Oh, yeah.
$13 points of damage.
You stab into the throat of this shark one last time, pushing the prongs of your trident up through its flesh into the skull, and just twist, and you hear the snap as the trident breaks the skull of the shark, and you just pull your trident out, sending this shower of blood and viscera all about you.
Oh man,
Veil, yeah.
one thing to point out there:
Sharks
sharks don't have bones.
What's that?
Sharks are made of cartilage.
But I love the description, so it's cool.
Okay, yeah, I suppose.
Hard cartilage still snaps.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I tell my pet, free action, or not pet, but the shark I'm commanding, free action, eat, brother.
Tell him to bite the head off so we can keep it. Or would that fit in the cold haversack of colding? Probably not.
Well, the shark, obeying its master's command on its next turn, just goes charging into the shark, ripping out huge chunks from its flesh, and begins just eating right then and there.
Maybe we can get a fin. Count that.
You could probably... I mean, he's eating from the side, from the underbelly of the thing right now.
So I'm gonna ask, while he's doing that, can I basically kind of grab at the wound that I already made and kind of pull it away as the shark's ripping at it, and kind of between us, kind of rip its head off?
Sure, why not? The shark goes gnawing into the side of it. You grab the head and begin pulling and ripping, and the thing snaps free, and you have the head of the shark in your hands.
Cool. I start swimming off towards. Well, who has a haversack?
Eloise.
Eloise. All right, I
She's
swim
got
off
the one of cold.
towards Eloise.
So as you swim close to me,
What's that, Vale?
As Apollyon swims close, I say, "Hey, hey, buddy. I know you're kind of friends with this thing, but we don't have much more time before it turns on us. I say we get a surprise round on it, and all go at once."
You could use the trident again, but it's only gonna last for yet another minute.
Yeah, I know he's your pet and all, but I think we should take care of it and have some sushi.
We could leave him in this room too.
Yeah, but there's doors behind him.
Oh,
Either that, or maybe command him to go
Also,
out
he
the
kind
way
of
we
broke
came
the
and go lock
doors
the
to
door
this room,
behind it.
so we can't close them.
Yeah, he did burst through and fuck these doors up
So
after I unlocked them.
he's got a dash speed of 100 feet. If you tell him right now to dash out of this room and then you go close these doors right here behind him, we will spare his life for now and eliminate the threat for now.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Sounds like a good idea, buddy.
If I have more charges of the staff when we come back or whatever, we can charm him again. Most likely.
Absolutely.
Or kill him. We figured out that this other one wasn't that tough, so.
Well, we did get some good hits on it, so.
So you're telling the shark to swim out like Vale suggested?
I'm gonna tell him like swim as far as he can that way.
Okay. So you had been discussing this for a few seconds, and once the decision was made, you point to the shark and tell it, go swim in that direction. It has, as I said, 50 feet of movement. It can do its dash. So yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 on its next turn. That was round 9. And the moment this thing goes swimming off, you both go swimming back as quickly as you can, shove the doors, close it, snap the lock in place as this thing goes another 100 feet in this general direction over here.
Cool. I'm Aquaman!
Aqua Minotaur. Aqua
Minotaur.
The Aquable.
Absolutely.
Can I tell if this shark was guarding anything besides those doors?
Well, now that you actually have a moment to look around this room, let's see here.
22 on perception.
This room contains 2 large desks and shelving on which the remnants of ancient scrolls sit. Scrolls that are waterlogged and pretty much useless. You can see on one of the shelves a long ivory tube that seems to be ornately carved. It's right about here.
Alright, I'll pick that bad boy up.
Tomas kind of swims over and takes a look at that and says, well, that looks like it's sealed.
Better wait till we get out to the water to open it then, and I'll stuff it in my pack.
Okay, so you can go ahead and put that you have an ivory scroll tube in your pocket. Apart from that, in this room, there is a door right over here. Similar material to the ones you guys have been seeing previously.
When I'm next to Apollyon right here, I'm going to reach in my pocket and pull the ring of acid resistance, I believe it was, out of my pocket and kind of place it in his hoof or palm, whatever he has, and say, pop this thing on your finger, but I want it back later.
He's got opposable thumbs. He holds weapons.
Yeah, I got regular hands. My feet are hooves.
All right. Well,
How many slots does he have, though?
It's not attunement, is it?
it is.
Yeah,
attunement.
it does require attunement.
Well, doesn't that take an hour?
It does.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just pop it on anyway. Better than sitting in my pocket, unless you don't have the attunement spot.
Let's see. I'm attuned to the Belt of Dwarven, whatever, and I'm attuned to the Headband of Intellect. I don't think my other weapons have attunement. No, just those two. So I would be able to have one more.
Yeah, just pop it on just in case. It was either you or Liam, but you seem to be the more frontline fighter that would be taking damage.
Yeah, we need to protect Liam right now. He doesn't need to be taking too much damage. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So it just gives me acid resistance.
I will point out that the Scimitar of Speed also requires attunement.
Oh, it does. Okay, well, I'm definitely attuned to that. So no, I don't have.
Alright, well then,
Unless
okay,
I want
then,
to it again.
no. Just keep your brains, and Liam, actually, now that I think about it, just in case something were to happen, Liam could use all the protection he can get. So I'm going to instead.
Yeah, he should have an open spot.
Yeah, I've got a slot free.
All right, it's the I don't know if Matt gave us a description of it or not, but it's the Ring of Acid Resistance.
Yeah, there's in the party items. There's one.
Okay.
Well, if something acidic hits me an hour from now, then I'm set.
So we want to check this door, or do we want to go back in the hallway? There's two doors back there.
Yeah.
I
I
think
would
let's keep
suggest.
going one direction.
What was that, Paul?
Onward.
I think we should keep going in one direction until we can't anymore, and then go back.
Okay.
Well, I will do my thing. I will check for traps, and then I will unlock the door.
Don't eat my microphone while you're purring.
Is it
Oh,
Is it
that's
locked,
the
or do you-
10 for the investigation? That's bad. I gotta turn off the.
Yep, you do not see any traps.
okay? Is the door locked?
It is locked.
All right. Unlock it and set back. Blood.
Yeah. That's 22 for sleight of hand.
You insert
Thieves'
your
tools is
you insert
as
your
well.
thieves' tools and tick 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 click. The door unlocks.
And I will step back onto this side of the door, just crossbow in hand, ready to go.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand to open the door.
Okay. Your mage hand appears, floats over, and pushes the door open. You're all wait with hesitant breath, waiting for something to happen, and the door opens. To reveal
Another shark.
another. No. You push open the door to reveal a wide corridor with a narrow staircase leading downward deeper into the darkness. You can see that the pathway opens again, narrows once more, and disappears to the north.
We got a clear room in here, Steve.
Is there anything in that room?
These stairs all descend downward.
It doesn't
These,
look like it.
there is nothing else in this room. I could describe the walls, the ceiling, the floor if you want me to again,
Just like
but
the other walls.
yeah, there's nothing in this room.
We get it. Did you guys want to check the other doors before we head down?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Well, I suggested that, and then you said, no, let's go onward.
Well, but
Well,
now we
no,
found
no.
something that clearly goes to like a new area.
I say clear the whole level before we go down more.
Yeah, I'll swim back. We going little door or big door?
Let's do big door. That way we can get more people through it if need be. Actually, no, because if there's a shark, he can't make it through the little door.
I mean, do you want me to open them both? We can go in through both doors, or we just want to go through the small one?
Let's go through the small one first, and then peer in. If there's a shark, we know not to. You can't come out to us.
Reveal, do my little spiel again. Traps. That is, ooh, goddamn, that's a crit on the trap jack, but it doesn't crit, but 28. And then I will actually push the Thieves Tool button this time instead of my sled hand.
You critically found those traps.
And a 25 of Thieves Tools.
You critically found that there are no traps. The door is locked, and with your 25, you very easily unlock it. As you slowly push the door open, what you find is
Dramatic reveal.
the door opens to find a large, long room that appears to have once been a gathering place of some kind. There are currently 2 large merfolk-like creatures and 2 large sharks swimming about the water, who turn towards you, the door, as you open it. And roll for initiative again.
Oh, snap.
I guess you didn't open the door, yeah.
You said you opened the door.
No, you didn't open it like the show lighting.
Oh, I didn't? My bad.
It still looks closed to me.
Sorry. Thought
Okay, now I can see what we're looking at.
I thought it must not have registered. I hit delete.
Hey, 11, double digits.
19.
Ooh,
Samwise, my good luck kitty.
21.
12.
Did everybody get into order?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, is Tomas?
Yep. Oh, not Tomas. Tomas would probably have been right there. I just didn't move him.
No, don't eat my microphone.
There we go. Liam, what's your AC or your dex?
5.
Yeah, you'd go first. So, Liam,
From this angle, do I even know he's in the door yet?
you know that blood swum over there, clicked the lock, and opened it.
I could probably say, oh,
He
fuck,
yeah,
Sean.
you probably heard him say, "Oh fuck."
All right. I am going to. I'm going to hold the door and ready my action to slam the door as soon as blood comes back out this way.
I mean,
So I'm
I
thinking
get
might happen. So that's what said they were going to do. So I'm preparing to slam the door once blood comes this way.
Is the door open, I guess, is it an in or an outdoor? So
Uh,
either push it open or pull it.
I'd say you probably pulled it open,
Alright, well,
so you could push it closed on your turn. The shark. Okay, that's it for Liam's turn. He's holding action. Next, we come to the shark, who, seeing you within half the door as it's open, is going to come swimming towards you, charging, trying to attack you. Now, because the door is... You probably had it about half open at this point. I am going to give you a +2 to your AC, because you got partial cover there.
Oh, it's a willow shark.
And that's a 22 to hit.
that'll still hit.
11 points of piercing damage as the shark's nose begins wiggling past you into the crevice of the door, biting, snapping as it pushes, catching you on your arm and ripping a huge chunk down your arm with its teeth. So that's 11 points of piercing damage.
Unbasted.
The other shark, seeing this happen, comes swimming up and is preparing itself, but really can't fit into that space. Veil, it is your turn.
Yeah, I see these sharks, and I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on the one that just bit Blood.
Okay, that's a 12, so that's a failure.
9 necrotic damage.
9 points of necrotic damage as that unearthly chime rings in the shark's ear, doing a decent amount of damage.
Alright, and just going to back up a little bit. That's it.
Okay, next up we have Tomas's turn, who he can see what's going on. Damn it, I just moved him all over the place. He can see what's happening, and he can see the shark wiggling itself free, trying to chomp at Blood. He is going to cast a spell. He's going to cast his Ray of Frost. But the shark has the same partial cover as Blood did. So it gets a +2 to its AC.
But 20 still hits, though.
Oh yeah, 20 definitely hits. So that's 12 points of cold damage as the shark just gets hit by this icy blast of energy. Decent hit. That's it for his turn. Blood from a stone. You're up next. This shark just took a bite out of your arm, and you're hurting, dude. What are you doing?
Now, if with that door, it's partial cover, if I swim away, would its attack of opportunity be a disadvantage?
It would have an attack of opportunity. It's not going to be a disadvantage, but you are going to have the partial cover.
Can't you cunning action dodge or disengage?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I could just disengage.
You could.
Sure. I will disengage back here, back up a little bit. I'm going to shoot that cocksucker in the face. We're going to go sharpshooter. But he's got that +2, though. So
He does have a +2.
Still, I'm angry. We're going to go sharpshooter. Oh, god damn it! 10 wouldn't have hit anyway.
Nope,
Still.
10 wouldn't have hit anyway. You aim and fire, and your bolt of force energy smashes into the door, kind of pushing it a little bit more closed in on the shark, but it takes no damage.
Alright, then that's my trigger, so I'm slamming the door now.
And Liam goes shooting forward, pushing at the door. I'm going to need you to make me an athletics check, because you're fighting against the shark.
17.
And it rolled an 11, so pushing the door as hard as you can, you wedge your feet against the side of the wall, shove, lunge as hard, and push that shark back, slamming the door into place.
How much you are willing to bet the next door has even more sharks?
Yeah,
I'd
there's
say
a lot of
we,
sharks in this area.
Keep this this hallway as a pincer maneuver, and we'll have Apollyon stand in it. We'll fight the sharks one at a time as they come through.
Or he can open the door, start fighting them, and we go open the other door. Hopefully it goes into the same hallway, and we get them from behind.
Yeah, but there's also he said there were merfolk in there as well, so I'd rather.
And I guess I saw the shark, and I think I saw something over here.
Well, it is Apollyon's turn.
You just said merfolk statues.
It is Apollyon's turn, so Apollyon, you had just seen Liam
Two mer creatures.
shove this door closed. What are you doing?
Hey, Golden Boy, what do you think
Oh.
about opening that door?
Damn it.
Stepping back a little bit and funneling them through there as we take them off one at a time.
Oh yeah, the pincer move. You're talking about this door over here to the right, huh?
No, this one.
No, the small one. Because
Oh.
they can't both come in at once. We could take them off one at a time. And we'll just have to keep an eye on that other door just in case something tries to come through at us.
That's exactly what's
Okay.
about to happen.
It's my turn next.
It is your turn next, Apollyon. So once Liam has shut this door, what are you doing?
I mean, I can get to there with my movement. How tall is this? Can I shoot a ranged attack past Liam?
Well, you could, but you'd hit a closed door. The door's closed.
Oh, so you saw the sharks and then closed it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't put a barrier in place yet, but I'll go ahead and do that now.
Yeah, what he's suggesting is we all take like a round to ready in action, then you open the door and we all attack simultaneously. Is what we can do with the door closed right now is what he's suggesting.
Except that's going to end my rage.
Not if someone slaps you.
Well, it's the beginning of your turn, Apollyon. It's the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, you haven't raged.
You haven't raged this turn, or this battle. This battle. Yeah, and you spent more than a minute searching through these back areas.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to try to do my rage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only have one left. I need to save it.
Good call.
I mean, like, I can ready, like, Eldritch Blast for when the door opens. Or I can move up. I guess I'll just dash. How about that? I'll just dash to get up in here with Liam. And we'll kind of, like, switch places on his turn.
Okay. So the goal is you swam up there and you're waiting for Liam to swim down and get behind you. Gotcha. Okay. That's it for Apollyon's turn. Eloise, what are you doing?
Well, if I can get to a place where as soon as the door opens, I can see everyone in that room, I can try to slow them.
So what are you doing?
I wouldn't hold action a spell because if you don't end up doing it, the spell gets wasted. The spell slot.
Cantrip. You got any cantrips? Attack cantrips?
Eloise, we can't hear you.
I got. That's
It's just quiet.
gonna be. What is going on tonight? I don't understand.
We can hear you now.
Are you using push to talk or
No.
Okay, I think that's half your problem because it's just not registering that you're talking when you're talking, and so we're like, your lips will start moving and you'll start talking, and then it'll pick up like a few words and then nothing again. Switch.
This is the first time that this is giving me this kind of trouble. I've never been on push to talk before.
Yeah, that's weird.
All right, well, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you now. So what are you doing?
Okay, well, cantrip-wise, I only have one that's going to be helpful, unfortunately.
Same with me.
And it's really not.
All the dead all day, baby.
Or, okay, if we don't like the thought of me trying to slow them, I can try to send a thunder wave their way once the door is open.
Remember, thunder wave is a radius out from you.
Affect anybody in the way, too.
Well, that's
Oh, Polly,
either way. Anything that I try to prepare to do, I need to be in front, or else y'all are gonna get in the way anyways.
What's
your cantrip?
Frostbite.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's perfect. Or
Ready
wait,
that.
touch spell, and then
Frostbite, no.
Bolt.
I have yet to hit anything with my crossbow.
Wait. Can you throw frostbite up there? Is it a ranged attack?
60 feet.
Frost.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to the Faab Five campaign. When we last left off, it was Eloise's turn, and she decided to ready a cantrip and hold her action in case anything comes through the door. Does that sound about right, Eloise?
Yes.
Okay. With Eloise's turn held, now we turn to the marrow. And you guys are not going to hear me for a second. The marrow,
Ooh, they are marrow. That's good to know.
on their turn,
Secret. He's got a secret.
he goes swimming along.
Damage.
It is this guy's turn.
I like
swims
how you called
up
it earlier. You go,
10.
oh, no, there's shark. No, it's two
Looks
more.
down there, sees that the shark was smashed in, swims. Let's see, it has
Well, I
50
had set
feet
it
to
for
move. It's
the
50
the other
feet,
hallway
40 feet.
when we opened it up. I didn't mean this room.
Do you mean the
10,
back in where we were?
20, 30,
Or do you mean this door?
40.
The one to the east that we went in
yeah.
first.
It then opens the
We
door
were in there. We could've kept going
as a
straight.
free action.
She still called it, whether it was for the right door or not.
Oh, there had to be
Calls
more
down
shit
to the other
here.
one,
But the marrow or those things.
screaming
that's
for
what's
it to follow.
Gonna be interesting.
On its turn, and then for the rest of its
Hey,
action,
Liam's gonna get an underwater
pushes
weapon
open
when
the
you talk
door.
about it. That'd be awesome.
You guys all see, as you guys have been looking at this one door, Tomas, Eloise, and Blood would hear a slamming sound as the doors on the opposite side open up. You see, from your perspective, a fishy head poke itself out around the corner. You hear a screeching sound. And then the other one.
Frostbite.
Are they making themselves?
Well, what were you holding your action specifically for? Because I thought it was for when the door in front of you opened.
She said enemy, I believe.
We're not hearing you, Eloise.
I set up that. That's okay. I'm not hearing you. You keep cutting out too.
Okay. Well, what I was asking is, what specifically were you holding your frostbite spell? What was the act?
Until I saw an opponent.
Okay, perfect. Then yeah, the moment that thing stuck its head out, you would have been able to see it, and you would have been able to fire your spell. So that is a Wisdom saving throw? Or Constitution saving throw? Constitution. That is a 9. That is a failure.
Five cold damage.
Okay. The creature you see seems fish-like, but humanoid. A giant head, fins, fishy eyes, and tentacles that kind of poke its head out from you, and you fire this frostbite cantrip, which hits the thing's head and does a bit of damage. As it's looking upon you, let's see. Is it? Nope. No, that's not. I wouldn't have been able to do that. Yeah, that's it for its turn. But you do hear that screech.
Sorry.
15, 20,
I'm gonna
25,
look over at Vale.
30.
Was I supposed to hit
Oh yes.
Bill just gives her a thumbs up and a nod.
You see another one come curling around the corner and stops about halfway down the hall. And in its hands, it's wielding a gigantic harpoon, a long metal pike, or it almost looks like a little bit like a javelin, but on the end of it is a big round hook eye wrapped with rope. Seeing that you cast the spell, Eloise, the thing holds this pike up and launches it directly at you. Let's see. And that is a 7. So this long harpoon goes shooting through the air towards you, and you just instinctively duck down, pulling your head down as you sink a little bit, just enough so that this giant metal pin just shoots through the air right above your head, and it misses. It yanks its rope back towards it, grabs it, and launches it one more time, directly at you. And that's a 12, which I assume also misses.
Misses.
Wow. A second throw just launches straight at you, and you're swimming back, trying to pull away, and you pull up your shield just in time to knock it back out of the way. It then floats a little bit down, and it's yanked back by the rope in this creature's hands. And that is it for its turn. And so we come to the top of the order, with Liam holding this door closed, pushing against it to keep the shark back. What are you doing?
Oh man, damn it, shit. I'm gonna abandon the door because Apollyon's planning on taking them on anyway. Head 15 feet out this way and launch 2 shuriken at this guy that just threw the harpoon. It's a 15 and a 26 to hit.
Yeah, both hit. 2 of your little darts that you have go flying through the air, thrown at this merfolk-like creature, doing a decent amount of damage.
16 points piercing.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then I got 10 more feet of movement. I'm gonna back up to there.
You cannot actually. I'm gonna. The door right there is the door you guys
that's right,
closed.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're right, you're right.
I'll go ahead and mark that for you too, just to make it easier. Sorry about that. There you go. That's it for Liam's turn. Next, we come to the shark that was shoving the door that was being held back by Liam. With the door closed like that, it's trying to force its way through. It has to make a athletics check, just a standard strength throw. And that is a 14, which I'm going to say is not enough to smash this door open. The door you see it rattling a little bit as the shark is trying to nose its way through it, but it's not strong enough to push it open. Annoyed. What's that?
Do you lift, bro?
An annoyance for unable to close it. Suddenly, the doorway just stops moving. And that is it for its turn. Next we come to the other shark. And swims right up here. Right up to you, Blood. You see a shark come swimming from around the corner, circling the corner, and come straight up towards you. Unfortunately, it used its dash to get to that point, so it's right up on you, but it is not able to attack. That is it for the shark's turn. And Veil, you're up next.
I'm assuming the shark that's in front of Blood is not the one that I hit with the Toll of the Dead earlier, correct?
It does not look like this shark has any damage to it now.
Okay. I'm going to point at this guy, and I'm going to Toll the Dead, that Myrrh thing. Actually, I'm sorry, not Toll the Dead. I'm going to cast the Wand of Magic Missiles for 4 charges. So 1, 3, 6. Wait, did that work?
Charge. One
Okay.
charge, I think, would be the magic missile spell.
Yeah, one charge is the spell, so it's 3 darts,
Yep,
and
so
then
that's-
each additional
that's
one
that.
is an extra.
Another
And then-
3.
Yep, so 3 more. Yep.
So you're using
I'll
4
talk about an average
charges?
roll. Yes, so 13 points of force damage going to this guy.
Okay. 6 bolts of force energy come shooting out from the wand in Veil's hands. All of these bolts just go flying around, swirling down, slamming into this creature, one after another, doing an okay amount of damage, I suppose.
15?
15 points of damage, yeah. This creature, after being hit by these multiple blasts, you can see there's quite a bit of damage on him. He's looking really hurt, and his armor, this shell-like crustacean things on the shoulders and the chest seem to be broken inward, and he's looking hurt.
Alright, that's my turn.
That's it for your turn? Okay. Next up, we come to Tomas, who's looking at these things and... Fuck. He comes swimming towards the shark that's harrying you, Blood, and he's going to make a couple attacks. Let's see. Yep. These are going to be unarmed. Well, actually, he has a spear in his inventory. Why does he have a spear? I'm going to go with it. Why not? Pulls out a spear from his ass for some reason, because he has one in his inventory, and begins stabbing away at this shark. That's a 25 to hit. 11 points of damage. 19, which also hits, for another 6 points of damage. Bonus action, unarmed strike. He twists around and begins kicking with both of his feet, once and then a second time.
Is unarmed strike still at disadvantage underwater?
It would be, which is why that's a 12 and 11, which does not hit. And the next one is a 13, which does hit.
Sweet.
So 22 points of damage total on the shark. Looking not too great. Getting stabbed twice with a spear and then kicked once. That shark ain't looking great, but he is still up. I gotta take a key point off. There we go. That's it for Tomas. Blood from a stone. This shark is up and harrying you. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just gonna bonus action disengage, give him the finger as I float back, and then I'm gonna shoot him in the face. We're still gonna go sharp, dude. We're going for the gusto. We're not fucking around.
You have advantage too.
Well,
nice.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah,
like,
because
well, if I get, I'll try to 14 at least.
14 hits.
Yeah.
Yep,
so
a 14 does hit.
And I've got sneak attack there now, so. And I'm gonna drop 38 on that fucker.
Yeah, with one swift motion, Blood pulls out his crossbow, aims and fires, and a bolt of force energy comes shooting out, slamming into this creature, cracking its head backwards, and the thing just floats, drifting upward towards the ceiling, dead.
Like bye, Flipper! I'm gonna use the rest of my 15. I'm gonna tuck in here behind Apollyon, and I'm thinking of doing something stupid, but I've got to see if these things survive in my next turn.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens then. Apollyon, what you doing?
Blood, would you say it smells like Fancy Feast up in here now?
Yes, it's Friskies. Cat's best.
I had a held Eldritch Blast.
Oh, did you? What were you holding for?
For the door to open and me see an enemy.
Then, if the door never opens, so you would not have been able to fire anything off.
Okay, good. Because I wouldn't be able to see this guy, right? I'm facing
No.
the opposite direction.
Yeah, you really wouldn't have. But now that it's your turn, you can move a little bit in place and see what's going on.
I think my plan was to still open the door. So I'm gonna try to do that.
And then I could just swap. I could float up a little and let him do the door.
Yeah, I can like pass through him, right?
Yeah,
I'll
you
just-
can.
I'll move behind him for just the sake of the fucking game, and then I'll go back in position.
Okay. I come into this room and I look around, and of course, there's nobody in here now.
Yes, that's correct.
Uh.
That's part of what I was.
Okay, so I'll use the rest of my movement to get to there. Or I could dash on 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I could dash to get to here. Then
Yeah.
I would see these guys. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to throw my trident at the shark.
Well, hold.
You
How much?
got it.
How much? Yeah, you dash, so you would not be
Yeah,
able
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I'll just stay there.
Okay. No worries. That's it for Apollyon's turn. Eloise, you're up next.
So is it half movement, or is it each square is 6 feet instead of 5 feet?
No, it's half movement, so you can move half of your total movement.
Okay.
'Cause you're swimming.
Unless Dragonborn have a swimming speed.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Brandy's
Like an
turtle
iguana.
in the previous game, they were going through the sewers, and she was just swimming like a champ. She had no issue. But what are you doing, Eloise?
Okay. So So I get there, and I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
So, Eloise,
There we go.
go ahead and pop up the Thunder Wave spell. Okay, so a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. So here's you, and so everybody around you is going to have to do that.
Well, I'm pointing it.
It just
This way.
emanates out. It just emanates out from you. So everything in 15 feet around you is going to have to do that.
God damn it.
Well,
Is that-
no, I see what you mean. I'm reading this now, but I always thought it was like a 15-foot cube in front of you, like you're blasting it. But I guess I've been reading it wrong the whole time.
I think Matt gave her an option early
Yeah,
on
yes.
on how she wanted it to work, and you can't change it once you put it in place.
Yes, and what you chose at the time was it emanates 15 feet out from you. So the point of radius starts at you, and 15 feet out, all around you, this spell hits. That's how we decided that was going to work when you first wanted to cast it.
Okie dokie. Okay, I guess I don't do that.
You can do it. I'm just saying that Tomas and the zombie are also going to be hit by it.
I really don't have very many options.
Your crossbow won't.
Think about this. Tomas beat the shit out of Apollyon last time. He deserves a good whack.
Yeah, like I said, you absolutely could. You from where you are, you would hit the merfolk dude here. You'd hit Tomas, and you'd hit the zombie. You can absolutely do it. I'm just you would know that right before you cast the spell. That's where you are.
So
But I
two
also hit
allies
the other
can hit
merfolk, or
one.
no?
It is 15 feet away, so yeah, technically.
No, I'll try using my crossbow to hit the guy that's closest to me.
There's our girl. She's too good for that.
Did you guys see what happened at the end of the Debauchery Circus? Did any of you guys see the ending of the Debauchery Circus campaign earlier today? Finn decided to cast a fireball in a 10 by 20 foot room,
Yeah.
hitting everything, including him and all of his companions, and they all were within like 2 and 3 hit points of dying. And they got lucky.
Choice of
Placement.
Yeah. And I'm like, are you sure you're doing this? Yeah. Okay.
And then some benevolent creature, made sure Brandy knew that he had evasion.
Yeah, otherwise she would have been even more fucked.
What are you doing?
Anyways,
Anyway, what are you doing, Eloise?
I'm gonna say a 3 probably doesn't hit.
I'm going to say that you're aiming at the merfolk creature, and as you're aiming and getting ready to pull the trigger, your tail suddenly jerks out around you and whips the area behind you, throwing you off balance. You pull your crossbow up and pull the trigger. The crossbow bolt goes flying through the air, ricocheting off the ceiling, and then just floats there.
That's 6 times now that I have not hit anything with my crossbow. I am down to 14 bolts. This is the 6th time.
You are Will Wheaton with the crossbow.
Blood has like 100 bolts. You're fine.
Do you have anything else you can do on your turn? I
used all my movement just to get there. I'm gonna tell Tomas to get the fuck out of the way. Is what I'm gonna do.
And he just kind of looks at you. You guys just hit me, kid. I'm fine. But that's it for your turn.
Yep.
And it is the merfolk's turn. I'm going to have this one actually roll a d4 because there's 2 threats that he's seeing right now. The merfolk looks at Apollyon, raises a finger, and screeches out something in a language I doubt anyone understands. I doubt
What language is it?
Aquan is what
Yeah.
he speaks.
Yeah.
My,
Aquan.
my Triton speaks the same thing.
Yeah. I doubt anyone
The
here
spear
speaks.
doesn't speak that language?
What's that?
The spear doesn't help me understand that?
Does it say that?
No, it's just good.
No, it doesn't. But anyway, it points towards Apollyon and screeches, and then turns its focus towards Tomas, who, between it and Eloise, that's the more pressing target. It comes swimming up between the two of you, and it first focuses its harpoon at Tomas. And an 11 misses. And in a fury, it bites out with its mouth. And that's a 9. So these guys can't roll for shit.
Did I need to make a save or anything there?
For what?
I don't know. You said it screeched at me.
Yeah, it
That
just
wasn't
screeched at you.
Ability? Oh,
No.
it just made noise. Okay. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
thought it was doing something to me.
no. It just
talking fish, bro.
it pointed at you and screeched something in fish, and then you saw it swim away around the corner. The other one,
Notice your shiny new toy.
the one that Eloise had aimed its crossbow at, is swimming towards her. And it's making its attacks. First, with its bite. And that's a 7. The second, with its harpoon. And that's an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
So it stabs into you with its harpoon, doing 13 points of damage. And it yanks it back. What you're reading only applies to it if it was thrown. It yanks it out, the harpoon out of you, and you just cough as the blood starts pouring out of a puncture in your gut. And that's it for its turn. Liam, you're up next.
All right. 20 feet of movement under the water gets me right in the melee with both of these guys. Yay! Then I gotta put this at disadvantage. Give me 1 second here. Alright, so I'm gonna take a swipe at, well, the one that attacked Eloise.
That's this guy right down here.
24 for the first one.
Oh yeah, that hits.
12 for the second.
Unfortunately, a 12 does not.
Why couldn't I have split those good rolls up? Alright. 10 slashing and bonus action, patient defense.
Okay. You slash in through the stomach of this creature, doing a decent amount of damage. Blue blackish blood is now beginning to fill the space around this creature. It is still up, however.
I just had a question. Why were those longsword attacks at disadvantage?
Because we're underwater.
Yep.
Oh, if it was one-handed, it would not be disadvantage?
No, it's disadvantage no matter what.
An underwater weapon.
Oh, like the spear and the trident are underwater weapons. I get it.
Yes. Yeah, certain
Yeah,
weapons are
I
fine.
read that thing you told us to read.
Yep. Exactly. That's why I told you. That's it for Liam's turn. Next we come to the shark. And the shark, focusing its attention was drawn towards Apollyon, and that's what it's coming towards. It goes swimming towards you, Apollyon, and begins to bite, tries to strike out at you with its bite attack. And it has... Do you have all your hit points? Have you been hit yet?
Oh, yeah, I've been hit.
Yeah, then it has advantage because of Blood Frenzy. And that's a 26, which is a critical.
I'd like to use a lucky point.
Oh, you would you?
Yes.
Smart.
Take that 9.
No.
Very good. Very
Well,
good use of lucky.
He has to re-roll, so go ahead and roll your d20.
Well, you roll it.
Yeah, actually,
No,
that's
yeah,
right. No, he rolls it.
Oh.
He specifically rolls it.
$15. Yeah, we'll take a 15 instead of a 26.
Yep, that is a 21 total to hit.
What is my AC? My AC is 21, so that hits.
So that does hit. I'm just going to do this real quick. We're ignoring this. We're just taking it because it's not going to be a critical. That's 13 points of damage.
Okay, I'm not raging, so it's not reduced. Okay, take 13.
Okay. That's it for the shark's turn. Veil, you're up next.
We just had to check every single room.
Yeah, high risk, high reward. Vale's going to Toll the Dead this guy right here. Actually, no, he's not going to Toll the Dead him. He's going to spend one use of the Wand of Magic Missiles to shoot 3 bolts at him.
You said that guy right there?
The guy right here.
Okay.
So that's going to be 11 points of force damage.
11 points?
Well, yeah, 11 points of force damage.
Okay. 11 points of force damage. 3 bolts go shooting out of the Wand of Magic Missiles, striking this creature 3 times, doing a little bit of damage.
Alright. And the zombie is going to do a slam attack. That is going to be a 9 to hit, which misses.
Yes.
And I'm done.
Okay. That's it for Vale's turn. Tomas is up. Seeing his friends harried as he has been, he's twisted his spear and begins jabbing with it. That should not have been a disadvantage. That's just a normal strike, but still a 10 misses.
You can still take the 15 for the second attack.
Yeah, I suppose I could. Couldn't I? Just to make it easier. Yeah, why not? Second attack does land. And that's 8 points of piercing damage. For bonus action, what does he want to do? For bonus action, he is going to punch. He's not going to use Flurry of Blows. He's just going to do one unarmed strike. And that is a hit for 10 points of damage, and he is going to use 1 key point to do a stunning strike. So I'm going to make the merfolk do a, what is that, a con saving throw. And that's definitely a failure. So this merfolk freezes in place, stunned by Tomas. I'll just use that. And then Tomas is going to wait right there. That's it for his turn. Blood from a Stone, you're up next.
Well, he's going to follow Apollyon, so 5, 10, and using feline agility, he'll get 30 feet. But he could see the shark from, I guess, just with 15.
Yeah, he would.
Is that shark? I guess is it probably focusing on Apollyon, or can it see blood from there?
I mean, if you're asking if you're going to get that surprise thing, you're not going to.
Well, no, the surprise thing's only for opening round. That's
Okay.
I'm saying like advantage. If I mean,
he is in combat, so I would say yeah, you do have advantage on the shot.
Well, then he's just gonna take a good old shot at him. We're gonna go sharpshooter. A 14.
Yeah, a 14 does hit.
He's just gonna scream out. He goes, "Smile, you son of a bitch!" Trying to pull his best Roy Schneider. Oh, that's terrible though. God damn, that was bad sneak and sharpshooter. What, 724 total? That's just ugly.
Wow, because oddly enough, 24 is exactly how much HP this thing has. Your bolt goes flying through the air, going over Apollyon's shoulder, striking this creature directly in the head, and you just see it float upward, unmoving and lifeless.
He still had some more movement from his feel and agility, so he'll go the rest 15 and get up Apollyon. Just kind of like tap him on the back. He goes, "I got you back, brother." Yeah, that's it. He's done.
Okay. Apollyon, you're up next.
Alright, seeing the shark just skewered by blood, I'll turn around, kind of give him a thumbs up, and then I'll push off to go back this way. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I will... Can I fire 2 Eldritch Bolts targeting 2 different creatures?
Absolutely you
Just
can.
like magic missiles.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Eldritch Blast, one on each of these dudes.
One of them you get advantage on.
Yeah, this one you have advantage on. I'd do both. Focus fire.
Alright, I'll do this one first. $18 to hit.
18 does hit.
6 force damage.
Your Eldritch Blast slams into the creature that is stunned, doing a decent amount of damage, and he is looking really hurt, but he is still alive.
Alright, I'll go ahead and hit the other one now, with the second one. $24.
Yeah, definitely hits.
10 force damage. It doesn't actually get the critical. I don't know. It's not supposed to do that.
Why doesn't it get the critical?
I didn't think magic attacks got
Oh yeah,
hits.
oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, if it's a ranged spell attack, then you definitely get the critical. So it is 14 points of damage.
15 force damage.
And yeah, the blast of energy that you shoot out your mouth rips through this creature, leaving a giant-sized hole in its chest, and it just floats up to the ceiling, dead.
Yeah. That's all for my turn.
Okay, Eloise, you're up. You have one last marrow sitting there floating stunned in front of you. What are you doing?
Alive?
Yeah, the one directly north to you is still alive. It is stunned. Are you there?
Thunderwave now.
Thunderwave, kill us all!
Do we want to keep it alive?
Fuck.
No.
It's your turn. It's your call.
I don't think anybody's speaking its language anyway.
Yeah, we're not even sure if we can understand it.
I can.
Oh, he ain't covering languages.
That's only for reading. That's not for speaking.
No, it's for speaking as well.
28 to hit.
Definitely hits.
11 points of acid damage.
So what are you doing?
Primal savagery.
What's the primal savagery?
It is a cantrip spell that causes my claws and fangs to grow a little bit longer and sharper, and also to secrete some acid.
Okay. Well, this is going to finish it off. So, Eloise, how does this look?
Having been skewered by the harpoon, Eloise is feeling a little aggressive, and just kind of goes and latches on to the last one. Be like, "Can you do this?" And then as soon as it dies, she'll go, "Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry!" Starts like patting it, like, "Oh God!"
And with that large slash across its chest, the belly is just eviscerated, and organ and intestine begins floating outward as this thing slowly rises up to the ceiling. It lies dead at your feet, well, not at your feet, up at the ceiling, but it does lie dead, as do all these creatures.
Search all the creatures.
Damn it, wasted a key point.
Ooh, 10.
So that's what, 2 more shark heads and 2 merfolk heads, whatever.
Are you if you're taking the time to collect them? Absolutely. 2 what are they?
Yeah.
Tiger sharks? Hold on. Two
Sharks?
hunter sharks and 2 marrow heads. You can mark down both of those. Other than that, the marrows, what do they have on them? The marrows each have a harpoon that is connected to a length of very sturdy, thick silk rope. Or you estimate silk-like? It's not actually silk, but it is silk-like, so it's pretty tough. Other than that, each one wears an amulet around its neck with a small shell, different shells for each. I don't care what they look like. They're honestly not that important. They do have... actually, that's it. That's really all they have.
I take one of those shell necklaces and put it around my zombie's neck.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take one of the harpoons.
You can take one of the harpoons, absolutely. And you can put that you have a puka necklace around the zombie.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up my shuriken also.
Blood from a stone. Now that you're in here, and you can see, it's very much just a long, empty corridor. There is some silt and sand at the bottom in various places, and you can see a bit of plant life, but there's not a lot. And this room is very empty. There is, however, a passageway going to the north over here. So, what do you guys want to do with the last 40 minutes of your session?
Should we go see what they were guarding?
Want to beat the game?
Skip to the end boss.
Yeah, let's go back up north.
You all head into the northern room, going up some stairs a little bit, swimming up some stairs, I should say, and until you find a small room that appears to have been living quarters of some type. You can see the remains of a bed and a desk against the far wall. There's also a couple torch sconces in the wall in here, but it is filled with water, so can't exactly light a fire.
Oh, look, another desk.
Eloise's specialty.
Oh, am I the one who's gonna do it again, or is Blood gonna do it this time?
I feel like it should always be Eloise's job to check desks. I would have honestly taken the higher number either way. It doesn't matter. But both of you rolled pretty damn high. Eloise goes swimming up towards the desk and begins rummaging through each of the drawers. There's not a lot in there. You do find like a bit of junk, some broken ink pots, some floating quills that float up to the ceiling as you open them. What you do find that's interesting is in one of the drawers, there is a silver key in the shape of an octopus tentacle.
Silver key, octopus testicle.
I mean, however you want to interpret it, buddy.
Just an orb-like key.
If you're close enough to see an octopus testicle, you're in bad scenario, dude.
Aren't they all internal, like behind the mouth and shit? Yeah.
Octopus is eating you.
But yeah, you Eloise, you do find a silver key that has.
Question I need answered.
Sorry, so Eloise, I didn't hear a word you said.
Not getting anything.
And I'm doing push to talk this time. I don't understand.
Now we can hear you.
Now we can hear you.
Anyways, what I was saying was that the whole octopus testicles and where they are is a question that I'm okay with it leaving unanswered. The world needs a little bit of mystery.
I agree.
Other than that, I didn't hear anything that you said.
So anyway, what I said was there is a silver key with the end of it in the shape of an octopus tentacle. It is a silver key. It shines a little bit, even under your dark vision.
This might be important, I think. Maybe?
Take it and let's roll.
KK.
And so I suppose you all begin slowly swimming back, carefully managing to get through the water along each corridor until you head towards the back. So, just to make things easier, go ahead and give me a marching order. You guys can all move your tokens to the back if you want. But once you get there, go ahead and give me a marching order.
And
Can we be single file, or can we be side by side, or?
Single file, actually. This is a 5 foot by 10 foot very narrow space that you guys are walking down. So, as you guys head towards the back, you do find that these staircases continue on down for 30 or more, or a good 150 feet or so till you find a long, thin 5-foot corridor that leads downward. You follow the trail, swimming down along the staircase, and it is a staircase underneath you, giving you the impression that at one point this whole area might not have been submerged. As you swim downward, you continue to go 60 feet, 80 feet, 100 feet. Eventually, the passage narrows and turns. And you make your way around, going down, heading south, down further into the depth of the island. Eventually, your pathway comes to a T intersection with a very narrow 5-foot wide corridor going to the east and to the west. And I'm going to pop you guys out onto that map now. To the south, directly in front of you, you can see a massive chamber that it descends past your vision. However, at the very edge, you can see a large platform that goes downward. And at the very edge, in the middle of this large chamber, you can see tips of what appear to be a bed of coral. To the east and to the west, the 5-foot narrow passageway continues onward for quite a ways. So, Faab Five, what direction are you guys wanting to go?
Blood, you're leading us. Which way are you going, buddy?
We can't hear you, Blood.
Hello.
Alright, we can hear you now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why the squishy road was going first, but is this supposed to be a door
What's that?
right here?
No. That the stairway continues downward, and you can see a little bit of it going downward towards the platform as I describe it. It is open, and you can, and what your vision can see, you can actually see.
Thanks.
What's that?
Oh, I mean, we're not supposed to be able to actually see that stuff?
No, you can. You can see
Okay.
what's down there as far as your vision can go. You can see the platform down here and a little bit of what's below, and you can see coral in the far distance.
But these things that are here?
Probably at the angle you wouldn't be able to see them.
Okay. I'll just tell everybody, like, we can go straight, or we can go east or west.
Split the party.
Do we want to circumnavigate around? Do you want to go right up the gut?
Let's
Full
go
speed
for
ahead.
the.
What'd you say, Apollyon?
Full speed ahead.
Well, I defer to your judgment, sir.
Lead the way, big boy.
It's gonna be bad.
Start moving down these stairs.
As you swim down the stairs and towards the open chamber, you can see that the platform ahead of you drops downward, and there are stairs to either side of it leading down. You can also see numerous individuals swimming in this area. This right here is a huge coral bed. All around, you can see creatures milling about. There's 2 large crustacean-like creatures moving through the area, as well as several merfolk-like creatures, large fish-like things with tails instead of legs. You can also see slightly translucent-looking humanoids moving about the area, doing various menial tasks. Some are carrying things, others seem to be more just waiting. All of them are clad in gray, wafting robes about them, very similar to the creatures you had encountered at the top of the island. As Apollyon gets to the edge and looks out, in this moment, it does not appear that they've noticed you.
I guess. So you gonna freak out?
I turn back to the others and put my finger up to my lips as to say shh. And I'd like to roll for stealth to move
Okay.
into the room.
Go ahead.
Over here.
Go ahead and roll for stealth.
God damn it. Oh,
19.
No, great. Why are you at disadvantage?
I'm not. That was just because all my weapons are.
Oh, yeah. I get it. So there's like a wall with, you said, this platform.
So yeah, this right here is a platform. There's a wall here which you can see over. It's not like a wall that obstructs your vision. It's a high raised area that drops down, and you can see the heads of these creatures as they're swimming
Gotcha.
about.
So we're like up on a we're like standing above them, and then there's a drop off.
Yes, correct.
I was hoping that there was an actual wall to hide behind.
That should not have been a disadvantage. That should have been a regular. So that's a 19. Apollyon, you very quietly swim carefully, making your way around this into the chamber itself. As you stop, the creature down here, one of the merfolk, looks directly at you. Your eyes meet for a moment. And then you hear the loudest scream as it points towards you. And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Man, 19 wasn't good enough.
No, you rolled a 19 and it rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19 perception.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, the double-digit initiative was nice, guys, but back to 6.
God damn, that's a third poor.
That burned all my good initiative rolls.
19.
I had another poor one. 16 is bad blood.
The only reason I'm doing good is because I have instinctive pounce. Or not instinctive pounce, feral instinct.
Why is my initiative showing as 0?
Because I didn't fix it.
No, it was 0 last time? The time
Yeah.
before?
It was 0 last time.
Last time it was. I fixed it.
I think that was against the giant shark.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Okay. Well. Dude, that was a great roll, and I can't believe I rolled a 19 to match it, but they did spot you, and the creature screamed and yelled in surprise. But, oddly enough, it's Tomas's turn, who really didn't see the whole thing, or anything really.
It's his boss.
He's going to be using his movement to go 15 feet in front of him. He did see Apollyon go down there, So you'd move 5, 10, 15. And that's it. That's movement and action. Actually, no. I disagree. As a bonus action, he's going to go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon. That's not what I meant to roll, or hit, but hold on a second.
Oh, the descriptor part of it. I think if you there's a thing that says show spell description at the bottom of it. If you click on that,
Yeah,
it should
I got it.
yeah,
I
it's
just
that new
clicked the
thing
wrong
that they did.
Anyway, so let's see. He has 60 feet. I'm going to pop this up. A spectral sword, or spectral spear, appears in the air directly in front of the marrow creature that was screaming. It makes an attack, and swinging with a 14, which is enough to hit. The spectral weapon slashes into this merfolk creature, doing 6 points of damage on his bonus action, and that's it for him. That's it for Tomas. Apollyon, you're up next.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what to do here. I think I want to enter my rage and use my instinctive pounce to move 10 feet as part of that bonus action. And I'm going to do my frightening breath weapon. I believe that's... Yes, 15-foot cone.
Okay, 15-foot cone. Yeah, that would be able to hit the marrow. And the crustacean-like creature that you have seen before. So you can hit all three of them.
Okay, that sounds great. That's what I was going for.
So the chill failed. Saugen succeeded. And the odd pale-shaped humanoid succeeded. Or failed.
Oh.
So
anybody that now has to roll a wisdom saving throw.
So you breathe out this blast of electric energy in a 15-foot cone in front of you, hitting the merfolk creature, the odd pale translucent skinned humanoid, and the crustacean. The humanoid being hit by this blast just dies instantly. The Chul does take the damage and needs to make a wisdom saving throw. And that's a 2, so that's a failure.
Okay. He is frightened of me for 1d4 minus 1 rounds.
It is frightened of you. Okay, I will add that as well.
Oh, 1 round.
1 round. Okay.
No, good.
The Sogan succeeded, so that takes half damage. So 9 points of damage.
So we're past talking this out. Okay.
Well, the thing's screaming.
What's that?
He was saying that we're done talking things out. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
The thing screamed. It wasn't. Yeah. We didn't start this.
So we come to the oddly pale humanoid's turn. On their turn, they begin swimming towards you, Apollyon.
Sorry.
And that is it for their turn. All of them just begin swimming towards you and crowding around you, almost as though they're trying to place their bodies between you and the rest of the creatures in this room. But that is it for their turn. Blood from a Stone. You're next.
Using feline agility, we'll get into here. And you said that is a raised platform. Now, if I can, link to the ground as much as I can, trying to just roll a stealth roll to see if I can get in a surprise shot on one of these fuckers. Make sure if they didn't see me swim in. If they're all focused on Apollion's big red ass.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. There's not a lot that you're hiding behind here.
He's just trying. It's his thing.
Who are you attacking?
I don't know. I was just gonna see if I'd go for this big, whatever, this jewel bug fucking thing.
Okay. Go ahead and make the attack. And yes, you will have advantage on this shot.
I didn't say I can't do the sharpshooter because I didn't stay still. I get the other shit. So it's a 28. It's a crit.
It is
But
a crit.
I didn't call it a sharpshooter. I just had it clicked. But yeah, so I won't do the damage. But yeah.
But go ahead and roll your damage.
16, 27 plus 11 plus 13. 27, 13, 37, 40, 51.
God damn.
Right. And is that gonna get the assassinate since he didn't go yet?
Technically, yeah. He did not go yet, so he would get the assassinate.
102. I cracked 100. It's only gonna happen on a crit.
Yeah, he's just dead. You swim down, aim, fire. Your bolt goes flying through the air, goes right through this crustacean's exoskeleton, where you assume its head is, and it just floats to the ceiling dead. God fucking damn.
Yeah, he'll just, he might even move because he still had a tiny bit of feline agility. Just move one more in, let everybody filter in. I'm not so much as worried about the humans as I am the other big things. So, that's me.
Okay. Liam. Or Veil, I'm sorry. You're up next.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Nope, I'm sorry. I accidentally hit it twice. It is Liam's turn. Yeah, Liam, you're up next.
I think, Matt, you might have clicked too many.
I did. Yeah.
Turn.
It is Liam's turn. Go ahead.
I was just like, oh shit.
I'm not doing much in my turn. Heading over this way. Oh, I thought the rooms were gonna connect. I guess I'll spend my next turn swimming back because that was my dash. I thought the rooms were gonna connect. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, Liam goes swimming off to the west, getting to his position. Okay, interesting.
Oh, there's nothing over there.
Okay, that's it for Liam's turn. Veil, you're up next.
All right, so Veil goes that far. He's going to drop a. Let's see. Oops. Trying to measure something real quick. So I had something measured before, and then I removed. So I guess.
I know we're fuckers,
Yeah.
aren't we?
Yeah.
He did like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we love Veil.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna love me right now because I can't see you. I don't know where you are,
Oh,
but I'm going to drop a fireball right here.
Not good. No fin maneuver on this one.
Okay, hold on one second.
We should have Finn watch this stream. We should tell him how fireball's supposed to be done.
I cast fireball.
Yeah, so you said right there.
Yeah, I can see this guy right here. I wanted it to at least hit that guy too. I think that will be enough to hit that little guy, and then and then catch this too. Is there a way you can give me control of it real quick, and I'll show you what I mean?
Honestly, I don't think I can.
Okay.
There's no...
just one over diagonally to the down left. Nope, down one, and up to the right a little bit, just so like I can see the tip of this guy right here.
So right about here.
Well, I also want to get this guy too.
It's either going to hit all those guys there, or it's going to hit this guy here. It's not going to hit both.
So
You can't move it. Yeah, you can't move it one up to the. Yeah, it's moving too far. Yeah, like that, exactly like that. Because that's all. That's everyone I can see right now. I can see this guy. Well, the tip of this guy, and then this. That's all I could see. So it hits 4 creatures that I can see.
I mean, if you'd be willing to, you could rule that this one just takes part of like a half damage, since he's just barely getting it.
No, if it touches him, he takes full damage if he fails.
But he could also just say like, oh, well, it's, you know, I mean, I get both arguments, that what you're saying, and I get what the DM would say.
It's weird and squiffy because we're using circular tokens that can't really accurately portray what a shape of a thing is. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna allow, since you can see that thing, I am gonna say you're able to hit that and 3 of the humanoids.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
This works both ways. It's a double-edged sword, so if you cast something and it just barely touches one of ours, it counts as well. So
yeah, it really does. But I am going to allow it, so I'm going to go ahead and make these dex saves real quick. That's a failure.
I wonder if those things are like crab legs.
Probably.
Have a fucking fish boil after this, gentlemen. Or shrimp boil, yeah.
Wow. So,
excellent.
though that was a 4 and
32.
8, a 1 and a 6 to all of them. So with a massive explosion that also rips through the water in this area, it hits all of those creatures, doing massive damage. The humanoids themselves that were swarming around Apollyon, hit by this blast, die instantaneously. Flash fried and boiled alive.
Ooh.
I love that description.
What was the damage total? 32?
32, yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, I don't think we can move that
The
one.
crustacean that you hit, it does get hit, and you can see some red forming along its shell as it's blasted by this intense heat that basically boils the water in that area. Everyone can feel the water temperature begin to rise and get steadily hotter, which, I mean, it was pretty damn ice cold when you got to this point, so probably feeling a little bit nicer, like if you're standing somebody's pee in a pool.
I was actually just about to be like, Apolly, yeah.
There's a warm spot.
Yeah, it's like, did I swim through your pee?
But yeah, there you go.
You would know if it was me.
I'm done.
Okay. Next up, we come to the Saugan. On its turn, it's screeching and comes swarming at you, Apollyon. First spearing out with you. It has a spear in its hand and it's stabbing towards you. And that's a 16. Follows it up with a bite attack. And that's a 12. The next one comes swimming towards the entrance and swims right up in front of Tomas. He makes the same attacks as the one did towards Apollyon. The spear misses with a 4. The bite with a 7. I am rolling shit tonight, you guys.
Shitty pussy fit.
Holy fuck. Eloise, you're up
That'll
next.
turn me into fish sticks.
What's up, Eloise?
Right. Push to talk. Okay. I'm going to kind of slip up and over Tomas and
Now I'm gonna say
do
this. As I said, this Saugan is blocking the pathway. You're not gonna be able to wiggle past him.
okay. Can I kind of squiggle and switch places with Tomas or not at all?
You'd be able to move forward into his space and move out again if you wanted to, but that would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okie dokie then.
Frostbite him. Every bit helps.
Yeah, fuck it. Having seen that magical fire apparently can still be fine. I'm gonna throw some flame I produced at the one blocking our path.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
4 points.
Four
Fire
4 points of damage as it slams into.
damage.
You do anything else in your turn?
No, because I can't go forward. The path is blocked. So that's all I got.
Okay. That's it for you. Next up, we come to the Chul. It's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 into range and striking out at Tomas. That's a 22 and an 8. The 22 does hit. 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and Tomas has to make a Dex saving throw. God damn. Oh yeah, definitely gets away from that. That's it for his turn. Tomas's turn is up next.
Did Matt disappear for you guys too? Because I can't see or hear him anymore.
His camera.
Yeah, he's gone.
I'm still in Discord.
Gone forever.
The Goblin King took him.
Alyssa, I gotta say, I'm pretty envious of those 4 points of damage you did. My turn was pretty worthless.
Did you attack the Sahaugen, right? Alyssa?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm tracking damage.
Liam likes going rogue.
I wanted to.
It looked like there were a lot of people in the room, and they were all gonna start surrounding us. So I wanted to spread them out and lure some over this way, but there's no connection to the room, so it was a dumb idea, and I apologize.
Just I heard I blew from the sickening radiance.
If Tomas and I could switch spots, I could do more. I have so much more that I could do.
Tomas is
That
a
would
half.
do-
That would past him.
Yeah, halflings can take up the same area space as another character.
Ugh, that's
to know.
fucking annoying. Sorry about that, everybody. I lost connection for a minute. Is everyone with me?
We are here.
Sorry about that. Let me get right back to Tomas's turn, because he's up next. He's got these two critters right in front of him. He's going to go for the squishier looking one. The one directly in front. Actually, as the bonus action, the first thing he's going to do is use his bonus action, his bonus weapon attack, striking out at the Saugen again with his spiritual weapon. So we're going to do that first. That's a 27 to hit. For 5 points of force damage, slashing into the Saugen in front of you, Apollyon.
Cool.
He's looking really hurt. Next, Tomas is going to make 2 strikes with his spear. It's a 25 and a 26. Both hit. A total of 20 points of damage to the Saugen in front of him, which is just enough. He jabs once, twice in rapid succession, hitting this creature in his throat and his chest. You see bluish kind of blood starts pouring out from the Saugen in front of him, and it begins floating up to the ceiling dead. Finally able to move, Tomas swims forward around the dead Saugen and floats in a space right here, still in combat with the Chul. And that's it for his turn. Hold on, 5, 10, 50. He would be right here. Apollyon, you're up next.
Alright. I'm gonna go back to using my trident. And... Oh, actually, I'm not gonna use the trident. I'm gonna use the Scimitar of Speed. And attack this guy.
I think that's a disadvantage.
It is a disadvantage.
I had a quick question about
Why is it
javelin.
disadvantage?
Can you use a javelin like a
Oh,
spear?
because it's not an underwater weapon.
Okay, I got a few people talking at once. Yes, you're correct, Apollyon. Veil, what were you asking?
Can he use a javelin like a spear?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Can I just stack with the trident?
You could.
Scimitar speed would be like a short sword. And the short
No,
swords weren't meant to
it's
be-
still a slashing weapon. It's not a piercing weapon. It is a slashing.
Yeah.
A scimitar would be at disadvantage. The trident would not, but the scimitar is different. I mean, it's up to you.
Alright, I'll just keep the trident. That's what I already had out anyway.
There you go. Then.
Aquaman, what are you talking about?
And I am going to attack recklessly to get advantage. A 27.
Definitely hits. You're attacking the Saugan.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 11 points is definitely enough to take this guy out.
15 total, but okay. But he did. And okay, then I'll turn and there's one more guy, right? Let me close my character.
There are two guys right here and right
in
here.
front of me.
Yes. Two of those odd, pale-shaped looking humanoids who they haven't attacked you. They've just swum up to you and have been swarming around you, trying to defend the creatures in front of you.
But wait a sec, I'm confused. Did I killed this guy, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you just said that was enough to take him out.
No, I thought you attacked that guy. This guy is who you attacked and killed.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No worries. There's two
Yeah,
more in
attack
front
the
of
guy
you.
23.
Definitely hits.
11 damage.
Okay, which guy were you attacking? The one to your... Okay, yeah. No problem. More than enough to kill this individual. You stab it as hard as you can with the trident. Your trident pierces its heart, and it just shakes and sputters and dies in front of you.
Okay, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Now it's the last individual's turn that is alive. This odd, pale, sickly-looking humanoid creature comes swimming up at you, and it's trying to tackle you, trying to grasp you in the water. So we're going to be making opposed strength checks. And it rolled a 7.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
16.
Oh yeah, easily it grasps onto you and you just shove it back out of the way and into through the water, and it floats there a little bit, sitting there around you.
Cool.
That's it for its turn. Blood, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna probably just shoot this other freaking chul. That's Tomas is kind of getting harried by.
Sharpshoot.
No, I'm gonna hold off because I don't even remember what this thing's freaking AC is, so I don't want to miss it. Yeah, I'll just take a regular shot. 20.
You have advantage.
Nice within there. Yeah, 20.
Yeah, 20 definitely hits.
Yeah, that wasn't that great. 24, 27.
27 more points of damage as another bolt from Blood goes flying through the water and strikes this creature. You see it crack and indent into the outer carapace of its shell, but it is still alive.
I'm just gonna kind of come down here by this weird altar thing. Move out of the way of the door more. Let everybody come in. That's it.
Okay, that's it for your turn. Liam, you're up next.
I'd like to swim back.
You very quickly start turning around and start swimming back. I will say that what you did see while you were in there is a chamber that contains 4 alcoves, each of which seems to contain the statue of a warrior. You also saw to the south there was a door.
Alright, good to know.
Veil, you're up next.
Alright, I'm going to stand right here and shoot the Chul with we'll do a Toll the Dead. DC 16.
Yep, that's a 10.
12 necrotic damage.
12 necrotic damage as the toll rings out into this injured creature's head, doing a little bit of necrotic damage. It is still up.
Alright, I'm done.
Eloise, you're up next.
Is the Chul looking rough?
Yeah, it's definitely looking hurt.
Okay. Then I'm gonna step forward. And I'm gonna do the same thingy I did before. Hopefully. The 14 hit.
Unfortunately, a 14 does not hit. You build up your primal savagery and slash out with your claws. Unfortunately, your claws clatter against the tough shell of this creature, and you do no damage. Now we come to its turn.
I don't really have any bonus actions, so that's it.
Yeah, that's it. It's next on its turn, which it is next. The creature first focuses on you, Eloise, since you attacked it. And it swipes at you with this pincher, trying to grasp at you. And that's an 8, which I assume misses.
Yeah.
Frustrated, it makes its second attack at you. And that's a 15 to hit.
That misses.
It grasps towards you and you just raise up your shield, smashing the giant claw as it comes towards you, pushing it back out of the way. And it misses you. Next, we're at Tomas's turn. Tomas grasp. Let's see. With its bonus action, how far can it move? Let me double check. Okay, I can only move it 20 feet on my turn, so as 5, 10... Yeah, I can move up there. As a bonus action, it moves the spiritual... He moves the spiritual weapon up towards the Chul and has it do its attack. I think you can do that. Let's see. As bonus action, you can move your weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack. Yeah. Well, that's a 24, which does hit. For 8 points of force damage. And this thing is looking pretty beat up at this point. Then for its attack, 2 thrusts with his spear. That's a 9 that misses and a nat 20 that hits. So a 1 and a 20 he rolled.
2 crits there.
God. 12 points of damage as he thrusts his spear as hard as he can into this Chul, doing massive amounts of damage. and the creature just floats up, and its shell hits the top of the ceiling, and it is dead. Apollyon, it's your turn. And there is one of these pale, odd, sickly-looking humanoids floating in front of you. What are you doing?
You know what I'm gonna do? Reckless attack, run him through with this trident.
Do it.
A 20.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
14 damage.
So, Apollyon, tell us how this looks.
Alright. After slashing down these other two guys on the last round, I look up and I imagine this guy's just like slightly above me, and so I raise the trident high in kind of like a uppercut kind of motion, and it goes right through his right under his chin and up into his head.
And there, impaled upon your trident, the last of these odd, pale, sickly-looking humanoids lies dead. And you all breathe a sigh of relief.
Alright, so I know that we're gonna take the Chul heads. Are we taking the other people's heads too?
Sahowigans, probably. Are we taking human heads? Or we, all right, these are those same weird-looking.
Well, as I said, these are humanoid-looking. Most of them look human. A couple shorter, stouter, maybe a dwarf, maybe a halfling there, but their flesh is white and pale, almost albino and sickly, slightly translucent. Their veins pop out much more distinct in them. Like, imagine a corpse that's been underwater for a long period of time and then comes to the surface. That's kind of what these look like. But they were alive.
And gross?
They are slightly, they're not bloated, but the skin seems translucent, and you can definitely see all the veins and a little bit of the outline of the bones through their flesh.
I say let's take them, and they can try and study what happened to these people.
Okay.
The Conclave just loves studying this shit, right, Tomas?
5
Tomas kind of
pale, dead-like heads and 1.
There's 6 of those.
there's 6 pale humanoid heads. There's 2 Saugan heads and 2 Chul heads. And now that you're kind of looking around, the first thing that draws your attention is that massive bed of coral in the center of the room right here. Delicately carved along. There's also 3 large statues on elevated platforms in different positions. Here, here, and over here.
No, we're Apollyon, it's okay.
Hey, there's more statues like this in the other room I accidentally went to.
Down here at the very bottom, you can see that there is an iron grate blocking a passageway that ends with an iron door down at the southernmost part of the chamber. The iron gate it looks like, like a portcullis gate. It goes downward and locks into place with crisscross bars going down and across.
Before Blood picks it, maybe we try Eloise's key.
I was going to ask, can he look at the lock and see what it looks like? If it looks similar to that.
You do not see a lock on the gate itself. It is just solid iron bars, gridded iron bars.
All right. Can we? You think we can call it for tonight?
Yeah, I think that's actually a
Does it
great
look like
place.
There's anything in the coral?
Well, I'm going to have you guys start making perception checks and exploring this area next week. next week, the Debauchery Circus is not running because I have some stuff going on, but you guys are going to still have your schedule session as normal. But this is... go ahead.
I just said yay.
Oh, okay. This is a good place to end things for this evening, though. So, on behalf of the Faab Five, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this evening. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you next week. So, have a great evening, and see you next Monday.